Hey there! Welcome to day 3006 of What You Up To Now. It's just a segment where I document my journey and I share lessons learned. I say what I'm working on, things I'm thinking about, ahas, messages, things that I've done and experienced, and transformations that I want to share with other people. Because I think that as we authentically show up and be who we are and share that with other people, we're giving people automatically permission to do the same. And that's my purpose. Following my sudden cardiac arrest in 2010, I went on a huge personal development journey. Prior to that, I dabbled in personal development, personal growth, and lifelong learning and things. But following that event, I came out of it with a couple of clear questions and things I was curious about and that I wanted to find out about. One was, how the heck did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? What can I learn from it so it never happens again until I'm ready to actually transition and exit the planet once and for all? And the other was, what the heck's my purpose? I had been chasing my purpose for 50 years at that point. My sudden cardiac arrest was when I was 50. You can do the math and figure out that I just turned 66. But it leads me to why I share this segment. I share this segment because I think that we're all here to be the best possible version of ourselves. And if you see how messy my journey's been, I think that might inspire some people, right? It won't inspire everybody, but it'll inspire some people. And if I can just inspire one person to learn and grow and be a better version of themselves and contribute positively to humanity, I feel like I have fulfilled and am living my purpose. That's why I show up every day. So today, of course, for communication, we're focusing on communication in both the Supersize You Annual Challenge and the Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. First year, I've done an annual challenge format in the Supersize Your Business. It's a big experiment, but so far I think it's going really, really well. I would love to know some people's take. I'm going to ask today. That's a good ask, because how do you think it's going? And what would you like to see different? I've basically taken my framework, the framework that I use to run my life and all my businesses, and broken it down into little bitty daily things that we can do to create the life we want. I don't think anyone's gone through the annual challenge and not been forever positively impacted and changed. I don't think it's possible to do one thing every day for a year and not be happier, feel more loved, be more yourself, have more self-confidence, etc. So I digress. Today's topic was the power of silence and the power of the pause. And it's one thing I really need to practice. You know, sometimes we can say, okay, this is a really good thing to do, and we've known it for our entire life, yet am I really consistently doing it? And I would have to say, no, I'm not. I tend to be a fixer, and I just have to fill in every little bitty gap of silence. And that comes from my own insecurity, from me not trusting myself to say the right thing or do. I always will do the right thing. I learned a long time ago, we behave in alignment with our core values and goals, and that's non-negotiable. To me, that's non-negotiable. I have certain things I expect in different areas and aspects of my life, of me, and I don't go below those. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Just not even, it's not even an option. It's not even a question of, take fidelity, for example. It's not even a question of whether I would ever cheat or not, because it's not even an option in my personal book or core values. We do that with a lot of things. It's not even a question that I'm going to show up every day. Even though I could have quit a long time ago, I'm still going to show up every day because I made a commitment to myself that I want to leave some kind of a legacy for my grandchildren and for my children. And even if they think it's silly now, once I'm gone, they can go back and they can say, oh my God, there's 20,000 videos of grandma or mom. And if I miss her, I can just watch one and it'll be as horrifying as when she was still here. I'm kidding. My kids are absolutely, and my granddaughters are absolutely freaking amazing. So working on the pause. And this comes into play. And I've got a lot of really good experience and stories that I can tell myself of how I have done a tremendous job of pausing in the appropriate situations, in negotiations, both labor negotiations and in negotiating for a salary, negotiating for something that I wanted to have to or be, negotiating with people to help me in my businesses and in my life. There's certain situations like that. I'm great at pausing and just taking a deep breath, counting to 5, and waiting for the other person to respond or react, giving them time to process what we're talking about, especially in feedback situations where it's often emotional and challenging to deliver the message, much less receive it. but it's also a huge improvement area for me. I caught myself yesterday on a live call, and the other person I was talking to and I kept interrupting each other and talking over one another. And I think a lot of it, I like to blame technology, but I know that that's how technology is. So it's my responsibility to leave a longer pause and to wait for technology to catch up sometimes. We're also talking about and working on a coaching program that I'm involved in right now as a student and the coachee for building and growing and scaling my school community. I've got a school community for Supersize Your Business, and it's free, so you can join for free and check it out. But I am launching a high ticket offer in that program, and I'm telling myself all kinds of false beliefs and things that don't even belong to me, but I'm picking up from other people in the program. I just realized that right now because I've been doing high ticket things for decades, right? For decades. And sales calls and things, I used to do them every single week. Every single week I would call my customers and call my clients. And maybe it's because we had good relationships built up that I'm trying to tell myself that this is different, but it's totally not different. I know I can help tons of people to create the businesses and the life they want, but I have to ask them and let them know I'm available, right? All right. Busy day. I'm actually jumping into AI and telling myself, how am I going to use AI to supersize my life and my business so I can teach other people how to do that? Well, I'm in the Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi Summit because I know they are great curators of the most amazing talent on the planet. 683,000, at least that's what they said yesterday, people are watching that right now. I'm in a school community that's got probably 400,000 people now. It had high 330s last time I was in there. I don't get in there every day. And I'm blown away by what's happening. AI is here to stay, and I can pretend it's not, but only to my detriment. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure that we do this with AI, not to replace us, but to make us more human, and so that we have the time and the energy to do the things that we really care about and are passionate about. Because the things that we don't have to do anymore, because technology is changing so fast it can do it for us, we need to embrace those. But we also have to be very cautious about what we protect, and that is our soul and our heart and our humanity and who we really are as we apply these technologies. All right, enough about that. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, all you have to do is ask, and I will get back to you. I will hop on a line with you. I will Voxer with you. I will figure out a way to help, because that is in alignment with my purpose and who I really am and how I want to show up in the world. All right, have an amazing day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.